Alright, y'all. So we're going to try a video key here. This is for the review 1 for exponents unit. Straight up exponents, okay? So problem 1. We got 2p cubed times 3p cubed times 2p cubed squared. Remember, nothing's magically attached. So 2 times 3, 6 times 2 is 12. I've got 12 there. And I've got the product rule here, so 3, 6, 8 for my exponent of p. I had 8 factors of 8. Problem number 2, 2x cubed times 2x cubed. I can multiply by 2's for a 4. And my x cubed times x cubed for x to the 6. Notice that's not x to the 9th. Each of these is 3 factors of x, right? For a total of 6 factors of x. Number 3, 2n times 2n squared. I can multiply my 2's to get a 4. And my n times n squared is 3 full factors of n. Number 4, n to the 0 times 3n squared. This is just 1, so my answer is just 3n squared. 5, got 3x to the 0 times 3x cubed. Now remember, things aren't attached, so this x to the 0 is a 1, but I still have this 3 here. 3 times the 3 is 9x cubed for number 5. Number 6, 2x squared times 2x. This looks familiar, right? 2 times 2 is 4. X squared times x is x cubed. That's 3 factors of x. Product property. Number 7, I got 3r squared times 3r squared. I can multiply my 3's for 9, multiply my r squares for r to the 4th. Remember, nothing's magically attached, so if I were to expand this out, it'd look like this. That's where I'm getting my 4 factors of r and my 9. Number 8. 3x times x squared is 3x cubed. There's 3 factors of x there. Number 9, 2v cubed times v squared. I've got 5 total factors of v there. Number 1 wrong answer is 6 because students sometimes multiply, but remember, this is what the expanded form of all those v's would look like. Number 10, 3a cubed times 3a squared. So my 3's multiplied to be 9. My a cubed, a squared, and a make a to the 6th. Number 11. Let's see if I get this done before that bell rings this morning. So everything on inside gets to the 5th power, right? So this is where that exponent, power property comes. So I can multiply here, right? I have negative x squared 5 times. So that's negative x to the 10th, y to the 15th times negative 2y to the negative 3. The next thing I like to do is multiply everything I can. So my negative 1 and my negative 2 make positive 2. I only have 10 factors of x, and then right here I can use the product property. I can add my exponents there. It'd be y to the 12th. Okay. So the other way to think of it is this y to the negative 3 goes to the denominator, right? So 3 of these cancel 3 of these. That's another way to think about how we got that 12 there for the answer. Moving on to number 12. We've got 2b to the 4th squared times a negative 2b squared. All right, so I need to square everything in here. Remember, 2 and b aren't magically attached. So that 2 squared is a 4. b to the 4th squared is b to the 8th. Times a to the negative 2b squared. Now there's some stuff going on here. I can make my negative exponent positive by taking it downstairs. And I've got 10 factors of b total in my numerator. So my answer is going to look like that. Number 13. I've got 2m to the 4th n cubed times negative 2m cubed n to the negative 1 squared. Everything in here needs to get squared. So I got 2m to the 4th n cubed times 4n to the 6th n to the negative 2. Be careful here with your calculator. You need to put that in parentheses in your calculator. So I'm going to multiply my 2 and 4 to get 8. I'm going to multiply my m to the 4th and my m to the 6th to get m to the 10th. And I'm going to multiply my n cubed and my n to the negative 2 to get n. So remember, it'd be like that going to the denominator. 2 factors of n cancel 2 factors of n. That's why that works. Number 14. I got v times u to the 0, v cubed squared. I'm just going to cross it out because that's a 1. So I get v times v to the 6th, right? The power rule, for a total of 7 factors of v. v to the 7th for number 14. That bell's going to ring. 15. Add 2y to the negative 3 to the 5th times 2x to the 5th y to the negative 1. Everything here to the 5th power, so 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Negative because of the odd number of negatives. Times 2x to the 5th y to the negative 1. All right, I'm going to multiply my numbers to get negative 64. I'm going to put y to the negative 15 and y to the negative 1 in the denominator for a total of y to the 16 and become positive. And then I still got an x to the 5th here. There's number 15. 16. X to the 4th y cubed over negative 2y to the negative 1 times negative 2x to negative 3 y cubed all raised to the negative 1. So a couple things it could do. Everything gets raised to the negative 1, so the whole thing would just flip and be the same. I kind of like to do everything I can on the inside first sometimes. Yeah, let's just flip it and get rid of that negative 1. So if I flip the whole thing, reciprocal, right, is the fancy math word. Now that negative 1's gone. So then I'm going to tidy up my whole numerator first. So negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. I got x to negative 3 y squared. I can add these, right? That's over x to the 4th y cubed. This needs to go downstairs. All right. And then also 2 factors of these cancel 2 factors of these, which leaves me with one of those. So I got 4 left in the numerator. I got x to the 7th in the denominator because when that negative 3 comes down, it's going to join up with that 4 down there. And then that y all alone, just y to the 1st. Number 17. All right, x to negative 3, y to the 0 over 2x squared times negative 2x to the negative 2, y to the 4th, all to the negative 2. We'll cross it out because that's a 1. I'm going to tidy up my denominator before I do anything with that negative exponent upstairs. So 2 squared is 4, x squared is x squared. Remember, these aren't magically attached right there. Everything inside over here gets to the negative 2. So I'm going to have negative 2 to the negative 2, which is actually going to be 4 to the negative 2, right? Negative times negative. X to the 4th, y to the negative 8th. Now, oh, it's not going to be 4 to the negative 2 anymore. Let's do it like this. It'd be that negative 2. We'll tighten that up. All right. I know that this has to go upstairs to become positive, and this has for the exponent upstairs to become positive. So, and that this has to go downstairs. So let's get on this one. I'm going to choose to just get everything in the right places. So I've got a negative 2 squared upstairs. I got a y to the 8th upstairs. In my basement, I got a 4. X to the negative 3 comes down to make x to the 5th total. Oh, there's still an x to the 4th, but let's just do another little intermediate step. That's the one I just had there. So negative 2 squared is 4y to the 8th over 4x to the 9th. My 4 is simplified. I get y to the 8th over x to the 9th. Oh, what a simple answer for what a not simple start. I got 18 here. X is 0, y to the negative 4 over xy to the negative 1 times 2x squared. Remember, nothing's magically attached. I'm going to tighten up my whole inside first, okay? So this becomes a 1, so that's gone. This needs to go downstairs. This needs to go upstairs. All right. So I've got a y upstairs. Hey, Jane. So that y came upstairs. This y comes downstairs. And the basement, I have 3 factors of x still, so I'm right here.
Where would a test be?
I'm going to square this whole thing. Hey, one sec, Berkey, I'm making video key. All right, this is going to cancel one of those. So I'm going to have 1 over y cubed, 2x cubed. I'm squaring everything. So 1, y to the 6th, 4x to the 6th. I got interrupted a few times, so I'm hopeful that this one's good. Although maybe I'd actually write it as 4. I'd probably write it as 4x to the 6, y to the 6, like that. Same stuff, though. All right, 19. We got 2 more. For number 19. Let me make sure I have the right version here. Okay. opposite of m to the negative 2 n squared times 2m negative 1 n cubed. I'm making some video notes right now, man. Video key. Whew! This is a big one. All right, I'm going to tighten up my numerator first. I've got a negative 2 up there. All right. N to the negative 3, n to the 5th, over 2n to the negative 4th. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is I can simplify inside. This negative times negative is a positive, so I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. And then I'm going to combine my n's. This can go upstairs to be n to the 9th. So I'm going to have 2. M to the negative 3, n to the 9th, over 2, all squared. My 2's cancel. This can go downstairs. So n to the 9th over m to the 3rd squared will be n to the 18th over m to the 6th. Whew! One more. One more.
Can I go to the bathroom?
It's your time. All right, there it is. I'm going to tighten up everything in my numerator first. That's a 1, so that's gone. We have negative 2uv to the negative 3rd over negative 2vu cubed. This is all going to go to the negative 3 still. I can cancel those factors to be 1. These need to go downstairs. This is going to cancel one of those to have 2 factors of u left. So I got 1 upstairs. I've got v to the 4th downstairs. That's coming from that negative 3 and that positive 1. And I got u squared, okay? All to the negative 3. So that means reciprocal and to the 3rd power. So reciprocal would put my denominator in my numerator. V to the 12th, u to the 6th. And the reason that becomes positive is, remember, this just means I can do power to a power. But if I had v to the negative 12th, u to the negative 6th, I get that positive by throwing it upstairs. So that's why I ended up there. There's our video key.